And to see that this child is still lacking infant development is horrible. And apparently he's still drinking out of a bottle. But to know that this child cannot even sit up or walk on his own without any support is just terrible. We watched her in real time destroy this child while she was pregnant. The drinking, the smoking, the fighting, constant drama. For this to be your first child, your first pregnancy, and that's what you do to your baby. The type of destruction and disability she brought upon this baby is something he has to live with for the rest of his life.
Bro, like, aren't you scared of nobody? You can say whatever. You can say whatever. For real, you can say whatever. You got something to say, I'm gonna say it. Feel me? Like, you can say whatever. But I'm telling y'all, it's about to get real serious. And I think if I put this PSA out, is either gonna try to act like I ain't say this?
For the fact that Chrisean Rock has acknowledged that the things people have been noticing about Chrisean Jr. are accurate suggests that she is currently suffering from an unpleasant taste of humble pie. Although Chrisean needed treatment and should have handled his health issues from the start, he won't acknowledge that she might be involved have to do with her son's present difficulties, since she has reportedly been seeking comfort and support from the church. Due to feelings of guilt, she has been discussing her co-baby mommy, Jaden Alexis, with Blueface's mother, Clarissa, in the hopes that things will improve and that her child will be able to interact with his siblings and have a true family.
The doctor or whatever medical professionals at the time of his birth, they had stated that he would need medical treatment like surgery, steroid injections, etc. in order for him to start developing properly. For me, on the outside looking in, I seen that baby when he was born and I see him now, and his health has not been addressed in the best manner.
The politeness. Principal, the ridiculous thing is that Cash has been denying for months that her son could need help, despite fans' entreaties for her to concentrate on what is there in front of her. Some of her friends and those isn't living up to those standards. Their comparisons to Halo, a nearly 2-year-old whose endearing little personality has made him everyone's favorite online nephew, were unavoidable. People witnessed Chrisean's live delivery on Instagram with her baby constantly present or nearby at the moment. His poor head movement and hand-eye coordination were evident. But what really had people talking were his tears during Chrisean's live defense of her Blueface tattoo. The howls of a dying cat. When she found out, worried fans started phoning her, urging her to get her child checked out right away. However, Cashin chose to ignore the comments for the most part, claiming they were hate speech intended to destroy her joy as a new mother. She continued to post videos of herself and her child, insisting that her son was well and that people were simply projecting things onto him.
About God, y'all don't know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that, so I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child, to be honest. But I like this shit, bro. You know why? Because all the glory to God, bro. Like, y'all gonna be looking real stupid.
No one was letting up on Cash, though, because she had a history of going out and binge drinking when pregnant. She reportedly broke down in tears and went for an ultrasound 5 months after her doctor informed her that she was too far along to end the pregnancy.
This is the face, that's the lower lip, upper lip.
Whoa.
You are 20 weeks pregnant.
Is it too late?
Yeah, it's too late.
Alright, I'm not talking to you.
Fans began examining Cash's films more attentively. In online medical, experts found that he possessed most of the physical characteristics linked to fetal alcohol syndrome. Cash's son had a skull, very huge, low-set ears, small, corner-folded eyes, and a flat mid-face, all the outward signs of fetal alcohol syndrome. They might have been the high-pitched cries of neonates going through alcohol withdrawal on these recordings. In addition, some have noted that his pupils appear white rather than red in photos of him, which may indicate a neurological condition. Give an explanation for why he hadn't been reaching for food or anything else that was put in front of him until Chrisean put it above his head so he wouldn't miss it. We had never seen him laugh, hold a spoon, walk, talk, or do anything else that could be expected of a 1-year-old knocking on a 2-year-old's door. In an attempt to preserve her child's privacy, Chrisean gradually removed him from the internet as the criticism increased. But since then, Chrisean has been attending church more frequently and is bringing her son along. So this is one of the few times that people have had the opportunity to see him in that way. However, fans soon pointed out that despite this, not much has changed. She won't be the first or the last to have a child with special needs. But what concerns people the most is that she might have played a role in it by acting in a certain way during her pregnancy, and now she's waiting for a miracle to change them because Chrisean Jr. has changed since we last saw him. All of the nonsense about her wanting to give him some peace was a ploy to encourage others to stay away from her and absolve her of responsibility. Recall that he will turn 2 in a few months.
And I'm sure we all in agreement now that it's a lot of things that this baby is going to be suffering from or hindered doing because of the shit Chrisean was doing while she was pregnant. Drinking, smoking, partying. And to be quite honest with y'all, I think what make it worse and what make everybody more mad at Chrisean is the fact that, one, she still denies it. Not just leave it alone. She denies that she did anything wrong while pregnant. On top of, it doesn't seem like seeking any help for this baby.
Crone probably realized she had done a poor job of handling things, because she returned and made an effort to provide him the care and support he required for a longer amount of time. Chrisean's relationship with Blueface's mother, Clarissa, and Blueface's second child, Jaden Alexis, ended. Given that Chrisean got pregnant while Jaden and Blueface were still dating, Mama is aware that she needs an entire community and support system to help raise her child. Thus, she is pleading with them to set aside their disagreements so that their son can have his family.
Sorry, Carlissa. I'm sorry, Jaden. I'm sorry. Who else? I apologize to that whole side of people. I'm just sorry because I really care about my son, bro. And I know he'll be thriving better with his siblings too. And Carlissa, you got me blocked on Instagram, so I can't follow you. But girl, you could come get your grandson for when he come home in August. So he'll have all his kids there. I literally want to take myself out of the situation and then just receive whatever God has in store and what purpose he has for this whole thing to work out.
She made every effort to make things right for Crone Jr., but some still contend that she should own up to her mistakes instead of continuing to pretend. She was inexperienced, she was in the hospital, she bent the baby's back, and she missed his surgery, all of which demonstrate her lack of concern for the youngster. Whenever I see Chrisean Rock's son, I wish he would come to double hockey sticks like he did yesterday. The outcry. Do you think Cash will ever take responsibility for her maternal errors? Keep in mind to like and subscribe, as there will be more videos in the future. Additionally, you are welcome to remark below. Look forward to the next one. She suffers greatly behind closed doors and, I believe, understands that she is too much to blame for his failures, but she prefers to disregard this reality.